welcome back. We are here again with Lennon Big Bird Craddock. Follow his YouTube channel and Twitter in the description below. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Looking forward to this, especially after last week when I think I got 13 out of 15 or 14 out of 15 last week. So trying to see if I can do all right again.
Yeah, second round was not as good for us, but first round was pretty good.
Yeah, second round didn't go too well.
Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't have time to make that video, otherwise we'd be not be looking as good here. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have the 2022 Interwetten German Darts Open. It's the same format as last week, a six-rounder, counting the tomorrow. And let's start it up. We got Kleermacher versus David Evans.
Martin Kleermacher for me. Evans have been brilliant this year. Kleermacher mainly solid. I mean, it could be a scrappy game. I think probably maybe 6-2, 6-3 Kleermacher, something like that, I think.
Okay.
But Evans has got the game to beat him. But yeah, I reckon Kleermacher 6-3 I would have gone for.
Yeah, Kleermacher's over 100 points higher on the power rankings and about 3 points higher on his overall average, twice as many 180s. All right, next we got Bradley Brooks and Scott Williams.
Look to this one. This should be a good game. If both playing well, I would go with Scott 6-4. He's been playing a lot in the modus. He's a very good player. I think he's just got that little edge. He'll have a little edge over Bradley Brooks.
Yeah, they're both in the 1600s for power. Scott's got more 180s and a slightly higher average and checkout percentage. Otherwise, I'm leaning towards Scott just because of how well he shot this year. He won a Players' Championship without a tour card, and he played pretty well in the Modus Online
He's been
League.
playing very well. In the modus, he's been playing very
Yeah.
well. So
And I like his.
can't ignore it.
I'm looking forward to seeing his yellow pants. So I hope he wins the first round.
He's got. Have you seen his shoes
Oh no,
as well?
no, what are they? Blue?
They're like bright yellow, and I'll send you a picture of them later. But they look quite good.
Sweet. All right, third match. Keen Barry and Luke Woodhouse.
Keen Barry. For me, I know it's a tight game. Probably a 6-3 or 6-4 to Keen. I would have gone for.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Barry is the way his darts go in. That's how I threw for a little while, and it makes me uncomfortable just watching that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, looking at the stats, Woodhouse has a slight average advantage, but he's down about 100 180s, and he's shooting a lower checkout percentage. And Barry also has the TV power rankings by about 100 points. So yeah, got to lean Barry on there. Everything's pretty much saying it. Next match, Karol Sedlacek and Jim Williams. I have a feeling this is going to be a banger.
Said the check.
You think so?
Check. Nah, I don't know. It's a toy cost for me. Jim Williams is playing alright, but there is no way he should have won that game last week
Against Peter?
Brett Clayton.
Oh.
No, against Clayton. He deserves to be Peter. I think that Clayton, he should never have won that game. He was so fab. He was always training. Clayton misses 3 darts double, or only wins the match. And also another thing he did, which is bloody stupid, was on 99 when your opponent's on a double for the match. He went for a 20. What are you doing, Jim Williams? What are you doing? It don't matter who's on the match. You should never do that. So, but now send the checks playing right on his Euro tour. He's one of those people. I think he can just keep qualifying through the qualifiers. And all he's got, if he turns up, he's got the crowd behind him. Doesn't matter where he plays. I think they'll see the crowd behind him in Germany. But yeah, I think Sedlacek just on the fact that I think he's probably playing with a bit more confidence, but that's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Sedlacek won his first round last week, right? And then did he lose in the second round to... Who did he lose to? I don't even... Oh, oh well.
Must have lost.
But yeah, looking at the stats here, Williams has him beat in everything. But that's probably just
Yeah,
because he's been playing more consistently. He's on the tour and everything.
yeah,
But Sedlacek's
yeah.
right there. Like he's he's only slightly
He's
better
not
on
too far
paper.
behind.
Yeah, I agree with that. If Carroll shows up, he's got a better game, and I think he plays better on TV.
Yeah,
I agree
yeah.
with you there. Next one, Dragutin Horvat versus Jeff Smith. You you
All that.
you like Horvat here? Okay.
I've told you this before. He's post-nation qualifier. He's a good, solid player, mid-80s average, and I still think that'll be enough to beat Jeff Smith. Jeff Smith last week, what did he do? Lose to Rusty Jake Rodriguez. Was Jeff Smith favourite? Yes. Who said Rusty Jake Rodriguez? Me. I said Rusty Jake Rodriguez. And everybody I spoke to laughed at me, but no, you won. So
Yeah, I
no,
didn't.
I just think there's more. Yeah, you didn't listen to me, did you?
No, I didn't think. Yeah, that cost me a little bit.
But no, I just think Jeff Smith,
All right, I'm on the Horvat train with you then, I guess. Yeah.
got to be on the train, boy.
All right. Next up, Danny Van Tripp and John Henderson. I'm leaning Van Tripp, but he doesn't have the
Yeah,
big screen
you,
experience. But I'm just a fan of his from Modus.
was
But
he
yeah.
one of the 9 darter in the Modus?
Huh? Yeah, you got a 9 darter.
He
Yep.
had the 9 darter in the Modus, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because there's him and his brother, there's Wesley, and I couldn't remember which one it was. In theory, Henderson should win, but would it surprise me if Van Tripp won? No. Probably if you were betting, have a Van Tripp handicap plus 2.5 or something like that.
Okay. So yeah, play the spread and win no matter what. I like that. Um.
Yeah. So if he can lose 6-4 and you still win.
Yeah, I'm going against the stats because Henderson beats him in every category. So
Yeah.
I feel like Henderson doesn't show up too often, and plus he leans forward too much. It bothers me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Josh Rock and Geert Nentjes.
Obviously, you've got to go to Josh Rock. Couldn't say the price it is,
Yeah, you look at.
but I'd imagine he'd be quite a big favourite. However, this is what we said to you. Dentches, solid, it's consistent, 85 to 95 average. Josh Rock has an off day. That's going to be
Yeah, he got murdered by Chizzy. 6-0. He only averaged 87.
absolutely. And I tell you, I was so happy with that because Chizzy was like 11 to 10 or something to beat him. He wasn't the favourite. Josh Rock was favourite, and I had Chizzy to win. And I was like,
I ever since
he's like,
ever since Chizzy beat MVG 5-0 in the World Championships in like the quarter or semifinals,
yeah.
I've never really bet against him because that's just. Ever since then, I never bet against Chizzy.
He's such a good player.
So looking at the averages, Rock this year 95 versus a 90 for Nentjes. They're pretty tied up on 180s checkout percentage, and Rock has a higher power. So you're saying you want to play Geert with the spread maybe?
Yeah, get with the spread maybe, or Rock minus 1.5 possibly.
Okay. It's minus 1.5 first to 6.
If you did Rock minus 1.5, it'd be Rock to win 6-4 or better.
Now do the
Like Nentches, when you do you can do plus 2.5, which would be him to get 4 legs. You know what I mean?
do you know who's throwing first yet, or do they do that in the morning?
Nah, they do that in the morning.
Yeah, that makes it tough.
Get there before the start of the match.
Okay.
But I mean, ideally, obviously, you want them to throw first. But if you did minus 1.5 and then they hold, there's like 4 holes of throw, then they hold a break, then you're in. Because all they've got to do is then hold it. It's harder if they've got a break than hold. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You play the spread and then they're not throwing first. It's kind of tough.
No.
All right. What else we got here? So we're going Rock there slightly. Don't put too much money on that one. All right. We have Daryl Gurney and Connor Scott.
Gurney minus 1.5. He looked quite solid last week, actually. I thought. in the game he played Rafferty, he played quite well actually, which I was surprised about. So he said Rafferty there.
Yeah, I like watching Gurney when he plays well, except for the little faces he makes when he misses. It's kind of annoying. But he's got 94 to 90 average, actually almost twice the amount of 180s, a little bit higher checkout percentage. So yeah, I got to lean Gurney on this one. Alan Sutar versus Lucas Winnig. What do you think about that one?
They're both the same price. Lucas Bain, the coach nation qualifier, good player, but I love Suter. The World Championship really has formed it a little bit. But I reckon Suter. But I think like on a leg one over 9.5 legs would be a good bet. I think in that. So 6'4" or 6'5" either way.
Okay, I think it's gonna be close with the Bavarian bicep. Is that what they call them? The Bavarian biceps.
I can't remember. All I know is he's built like a brick shit house.
Yeah.
We used to play Lennon tour and he's built like really bad. So walking and be like, fucking, how's this old boy like 23? Good player.
All right, we got what is it? Sutar. You think Wennig's gonna take that, or you think Sutar? I wasn't.
I'm going with Suter.
Sutar, yeah.
I wouldn't put in any of my bets.
Sutar has a unique throw. It's like propels it back a little bit. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, his stats are slightly better. Yeah, I'll go with Sutar on that one, or Suter, however you pronounce it. All right, Ian White versus Van Barneveld. I think Ian White made it to the final last year.
Raymond Van Barneveld will win that game. You heard it here first.
He
Awesome last week versus Jose de Souza. Played awesome, and Jose just pulled out of the back.
Now Ian White didn't play well last week, right?
And who said that Martin Luther, the outsider, would be Ian White? Oh, it was me again. This face. So I don't think he'll win. I think Raymond Van Barneveld for the win for me because RVB played awesome last week. You look at the stats. Played very well.
Yeah, I think Ian White's doubles have been letting him down this season. So I think.
Yeah, that was the only reason he lost to Luther last season. He was wrong point.
Oh, didn't someone threw like an 11 darter when he missed a 12 darter when it was 5-5, and then was it Dizwan that shot the 11 to beat him when it was 5-5?
Who? White?
Against Van Barneveld last week.
No, it was Jose de Souza.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy. That might have been the best game of the.
Barney hit a 180 to lead 50, I think. It was ridiculous.
And he missed one dart for a 12 darter, and then Jose took out an 11.
Barney didn't miss a dart. Oh no, Barney did miss a dart. Yeah, he missed a dart, and De Souza goes back 11. It's like savage.
Yeah, that was, and then you could see it on Van Barneveld's face. He was pissed.
Yeah, it is what it is.
All right. Yeah, so we're going Van Barneveld on that one.
Yeah,
Next up. Oh, Clemens and Lukeman.
Tough game. I'm going with Lukeman.
Okay. From just because of last week's performances, or
Just because of last week. Yeah, I'm going with Lukeman.
let's see. Clemens has a lot over 100 more 180s, but Lukeman's is the first over 40% finishing I've seen. So he's good with his checkouts. And he's got a 92 average, so that's pretty good. Both power rankings are about the same. I think that's a pretty good game. Let's see. Now, I don't have the... which is the next one on the list? Because I don't have that.
So there's one more game which we missed out, which was Jamie Hughes and Dan Larson, which I think Jamie Hughes will win. And then I think the rest of them are buys. So because Steve Beaton's got a buy, Ross Smith has got a buy, Louis Williams has got a buy, Joe Murney's got a buy.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So
So which one did we miss? Hughes?
Just Jamie Hughes versus Daniel Larson, which I think Jamie Hughes will win. But we said it, he was dodgy, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, he's first round dodgy. Hughes and then Larson. All right. How do you spell that? 2 A's? No. 2 R's.
No,
All right, let's see here. We got Hughes 6 points in the average, more 180s, and a better finishing percentage, higher power ranking on TV also. So, oh, and he hung up on me. Oh, there he is.
No, I'm out. I'm back.
Yeah. So that looks.
Jake was using me.
Yeah, I agree. I don't. You were talking about Larson's form last week, and I was watching him. And it's pretty bad. All right, man. So tomorrow is where we really see how this tournament is gonna turn out. There's gonna be some good matches Saturday morning.
Yeah. We'll have a review tomorrow night. We'll do a video tomorrow night if you're about.
Yeah, man. Sounds good. Maybe we'll throw after too. All right.
Yeah. I'll have a little shot. Nice one. Cheers, guys.
All right, man. Have a good night.